Do you feel like you're stuck in an abyss of mediocrity? Like no matter how hard you work, you just can't seem to get ahead in life? I'll let you in on a secret. The truth is, success is not about working harder. It's just about making things work. Plain and simple. When you accomplish a goal, you feel energized and motivated. When you fail, your confidence is knocked down. You begin to doubt your abilities and wonder if you can actually achieve your goals. You want to give up. It's easy to feel stuck and get stuck in a rut, to let everything overwhelm you to a point that you easily give in. And while doing nothing may seem like a good option, it's actually the worst thing you can do to yourself. Why, you ask? Because the longer you stay in the rut, the harder it is to get out. It takes less effort to keep going than to start all over. Successful people don't quit. They don't give up no matter how hard things get. They persist through the pain and the difficulty, and they keep going. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, was thrown out of his company, yet he made a comeback and turned Apple into the most valuable company in the world. Imagine if he had given up. Where would we all be without these iPhones, iPads, and MacBook Pros? But wait, what is success? And what is mediocrity? Welcome to the Lifestyle Billionaire Club, to the elite community of future millionaires and self-made new rich. Here, we rise above mediocrity and strive toward unparalleled success. Together, we embark on a journey of wealth creation and learn the art of retaining it. But this is not for the faint-hearted or the lazy. No, this is for the ambitious, the driven, the ones who are ready to take bold steps towards wealth. If that's you, then welcome home. Join us and let's unleash the potential that you have. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video that you have what it takes to be successful. Success versus mediocrity. I'll be honest with you. No matter what anyone says, there is no true definition of success, because success ultimately depends on the point of reference, and it's different for everyone. For someone, it could be earning $1 million. For someone else, not missing a rent payment would serve as a benchmark. You see what I mean? The best way to define success is to look at the opposite, mediocrity. This too is subjective, but we can easily say it means staying average and doing the bare minimum, doing just enough to get by. Success is about doing the best that you can and achieving consistent progress toward whatever goal you hold in front of yourself. One could argue that success is also based on impact. People earning millions of dollars aren't necessarily successful by the ultimate definition. However, if they spend their life working to make themselves and people around them happy, that just might be the true barometer of success. The money is icing on the cake. Here's a story to prove the point. It's an interesting exchange between a pauper and a mighty conqueror. The tale of two successes. While preparing for a battle against King Porus in India, Alexander the Great saw a monk sitting under a tree. He would consistently sit under a tree near the Greek camp and keep staring at the horizon. The monk had long hair, an unkempt beard, wore only a loincloth, and sat in a particular posture. Intrigued, Alexander approached the monk and asked, "While we're gearing up for battle, we find you sitting here and doing nothing. What are you up to?" The monk did not answer. Alexander said, "You can at least tell us what your purpose is in life, that you sit here for hours, day after day, doing nothing?" The monk then replied, "You tell me, what is your purpose?" To this, Alexander replied, "I am Alexander the Great, and I am out to conquer the world." The monk said, "So what will you do after that?" "I shall take all the elephants and horses from the vanquished lands to my country," said Alexander. "Suppose you achieve that, O king. What then after that?" asked the monk. Alexander said, "I shall take all the men, the prisoners of war from these countries as our slaves, and all the women to entertain us in Macedonia." The monk exclaimed, "What an ambition! All the men as slaves and women as entertainers. Supposing you achieve even that, what will you do then?" Alexander took a while to reflect. He then replied, "After that, perhaps I shall sit on my throne and relax." The monk smiled and said, "That's precisely what I am doing right now." Take a moment to think about it. Who is more successful? The monk who was already enjoying the fruits of his labor, or Alexander who was in the midst of his conquest? Share your thoughts in the comments below. It's obvious that some of us will deem the monk as successful and that others will counter. It was Alexander, we'd say, for a man must have a purpose and be on the road to achievement at all times. This is truly a deep question and one everyone should wrestle with. Our 2 cents is that both of them are successful in their own right because both of them had their own notion of success. Nobody can define your success better than you. For some, it may be achieving a Brad Pitt-like body structure. For someone else, it would be losing weight down to 200 pounds from 250. If achieved, they're both successes. A goal created, a goal achieved. Success is relative, but it is in the achievement that success is realized, no matter how great or how small. And here's this to ponder. Success begets more success. The benefits of success. If you create goals and keep achieving them, you realize several benefits. They include, number 1, increase in confidence. When you're successful, your confidence increases because you kept the promise you made to yourself yesterday. This increased confidence can also spill over into other areas of your life, making you more assertive and allowing you to take on new challenges. The way we build self-confidence is to do estimable acts. Remember that. Number 2, increased income and abundance. Quote, don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in, and success will come naturally. End quote. David Frost. Why is this true? It's because when you're passionate about what you're doing, this passion will drive your performance. And when you perform well, you add more value. In this, people will pay you more for your skills. With increased income, there's also an increase in abundance. You can do more with your money. You can help others who are less fortunate. And you can also use your money to achieve your other goals. Want a mansion on a hilltop? You will have it one day. Number 3, sense of accomplishment. Quote, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. End quote. Eleanor Roosevelt. You feel accomplished and finally understand what it means to be truly successful. Feeling accomplished and being accomplished are the real precursors to being truly successful. Number 4, become a role model. Quote, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. End quote. Maya Angelou. Successful people are a role model for others, a reservoir of inspiration. How many times have you watched the interviews of your role models, or what they're up to? What are their thoughts on a particular topic? The fact is that we do so because we seek inspiration, and our role model doesn't necessarily have to be a celebrity. It can also be someone working at Walmart, helping us out without asking, or a person whom we call when we're stressed. Those who give us good examples in life in what we aspire towards are successful in our eyes. A hero without a cape, a leader without a uniform. So go be that to others in your daily life. Number 5, greater health and happiness. Quote, if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. End quote. Chinese proverb. You feel happy and healthy. You have a sense of purpose and direction. This can make your life more fulfilling and satisfying. What can you do to be successful? To be successful, you don't need to be a millionaire or famous. You don't need to be a top-level executive at some big company. You don't need to be the president of the United States. All you need to be is you, but be the best version of you, or an ever-improving and growing you. The most successful people are the ones who make the most of their natural talents, the ones who are true to themselves, who show up, do the work, and don't make excuses. They hold themselves accountable and live up to their own standards and potential. Remember, it's not about being the best. It's just about being. You don't have to beat everyone else in life. Just beat the person you were yesterday. It's never about being perfect. It's just about making progress each day. Because success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a climb up a mountain. You will fall down as many times as you try to climb up, but you will make progress and you will grow. You need to keep going. Keep trying, keep climbing. If you want to be successful, you need to stop making excuses. You need to stop playing the victim card, stop procrastinating, and take responsibility for your actions. Make things happen. Stop saying, I can't. Because the truth is, you can. Believe in yourself. You'll make wonders happen. There are a couple of habits that all successful people have in common. The good news is that we can all adopt and learn them. Habits of successful people. Quote, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. End quote. Mark Twain. Number 1, successful people take action. They don't wait for the perfect time to start. Neither do they sit around, nor do they wait for things to happen. Rather, they make them happen. They believe in actions more than words. And you can too. Stop making excuses. Stop procrastinating. Start doing what you need to do. Take the first step today. Number 2, they set specific and measurable goals. Successful people don't just say, I want to be successful. They set specific and measurable goals that they can work towards. For example, instead of saying, I want to be rich, set a specific financial goal, like I want to have a net worth of $1 million in 5 years. You'll also have to back it up with what you'll learn in point number 8, so pay attention when it comes. Quote, the mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. End quote. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Number 3, successful people know their why. It's important to not purposelessly copy anyone or anything, because that road will only lead you to indecision sooner or later. You don't want to be directionless, do you? So, know your why. Know why you do what you do. Have a purpose, have a mission, and a deep reason behind what goals you set for yourself. Don't worry if it takes time. Toni Morrison, who became the first African American to win a Nobel Prize in Literature, was 62 when she did it. Colonel Sanders founded KFC at 62, saw first signs of success at 65, and didn't become an icon until he sold his company at 75. Quote, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. End quote. Winston Churchill. Number 4, successful people are persistent. They don't quit. They don't give up. They don't let their failures and setbacks define them. They're, in fact, grateful for their failures. They learn from their mistakes and move on. Thomas Edison said, I've not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And that is how he invented a light bulb. Failure is temporary, and it's the perfect recipe for success. Number 5, successful people are passionate. Successful people love what they do. They're passionate about their work, and they do it with their whole heart. They're motivated and committed. Don't work to be successful. Work to fulfill your purpose. You must not wait to be successful to be happy. Be happy to do what you love. And truth be told, this happiness will pave the way for your success. It's directly related to optimism, which you'll learn in point number 9. Quote, it is never too late to be what you might have been. End quote. George Eliot. Number 6, successful people are lifelong learners. Create an unquenchable thirst for learning. Successful people keep learning new things and never stop improving their skills. They know that books are the greatest source of knowledge. In this modern era, informative videos like the one you're watching right now are also great. Just make sure they have your complete attention. Also, stay curious and inquisitive. Never be afraid to say, I don't know. How else are you going to learn? Leave a big affirmation in the comments if you agree. Quote, if you can dream it, you can do it. End quote. Walt Disney. Number 7, successful people are dreamers. They dream big. They visualize their goals and their achievements. They believe anything is possible. Know that if you can dream it, you can do it. Just dream big and don't be afraid of failure. If you fail, so what? You'll try again and you'll succeed, because the bigger you dream, the more motivated you'll be. The more motivated you feel, the closer you are to making your dreams a reality. Quote, don't wait. The time will never be just right. End quote. Napoleon Hill. Number 8, successful people are doers. They don't wait for things to happen. They go out, hunt for opportunities, and make things happen. So don't wait for the perfect opportunity. It may never come. The best opportunity is the one you create for yourself. Time will never be right. Take action, even when you don't feel like it. Number 9, a positive attitude is a must. Optimism is the lifeblood of success. When you have a positive attitude, you have more energy. You're more motivated. You're more engaged in what you do, and this helps you perform better. Positive people are more persistent. They don't quit. They keep going. They're grateful for what they have, and this makes them feel happy. It also makes the people around them keep coming back for more. In a nutshell, that contributes to your success, not sob stories that no one wants to listen to. Number 10, successful people work smart. If hard work was the key to success, people doing the grunt work like janitors, construction workers, and factory operators would have been the most successful people out there. They aren't. That's because hard work alone is not enough. You also need to work smart, i.e., in a way that's most efficient and effective. That's what successful people do. For example, instead of working long hours, you should work smart and focus on your goals. Successful people don't work all day. They work in short, intense bursts. They take breaks and they rest to recharge themselves. They know that rest is equally as important as hard work, and they learn to leverage themselves and their time. Working smart also implies that you manage your time well. A couple of handy pieces of advice waiting for you at number 13. Number 11, successful people are not afraid to take risks. Don't get this one wrong. No one is asking you to gamble with your life. Yes, successful people take risks, but they take calculated ones. Know that if you don't take risks, you won't achieve your true potential. You won't be able to grow and develop. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Be smart about it. Keep in mind that if you don't risk anything, you risk everything. Quote, "The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity." End quote. Amelia Earhart. Number 12, successful people are disciplined. What is the difference between someone who's successful and someone who's not? It's not intelligence or talent, it's discipline. It's not what you do once in a while that shapes your life. It's what you do consistently. You need to apply discipline in every aspect of your life. You need to be persistent and consistent. You need to follow through on your commitments and keep your promises. To be successful, you need to be disciplined. You need to be committed. You need to be persistent. Number 13, successful people manage their time well. When a successful person sits down to work, they're focused. They don't hop from one task to another. They're productive. They're not distracted by social media, their phone, emails, or anything else. They manage their time well, and they know the difference between urgent and important. You must do the same. Prioritize everything and make use of tools like note-taking apps and Google Calendar. Number 14, successful people are self-aware. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Know what you're good at and what you're not. It is because successful people know their talents and use them to their advantage. They know what they want and what they don't. They're also aware of their emotions. They don't let their emotions get the best of them. In a nutshell, become self-aware. You must act with intention and purpose. Stay focused and take responsibility for your actions. Number 15. Lastly, be grateful for what you have. Never take anything for granted. Don't spend your days complaining and whining. Be grateful even for your failures and setbacks, and know that you're going to learn from them. Most importantly, be grateful that you have ability, potential, and opportunity. If you follow these habits, you will live a successful life, and it will be a life worth living. There will be times when you might feel afraid, overwhelmed, or confused. But that's the beauty of life. Embrace it with open arms. After all, it's all about the journey, not the destination. Lastly, here's a quick recap of everything we've discussed so far. Success is subjective. No one can define it for you. You need to define it for yourself. Successful people have common habits. You can develop those habits too. Successful people take action, set specific goals, know their why, are persistent, are passionate, are lifelong learners, are dreamers, are doers, have a positive attitude, work smart, are not afraid to take risks, are disciplined, manage their time well, are self-aware, practice gratitude. To be successful, you have to start by taking small steps. Success isn't a matter of luck, it's a matter of choice. And that choice is yours to make. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and show the world who you really are. And when you do, don't forget to come back and tell us all about it. Like this video? Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for more. Make sure to share it with someone who you think needs it the most. Until next time, keep learning, keep thinking, keep growing.